Hi, welcome back, Cooking with Kuno. Today, we're gonna make beef stew. It's my version of beef stew. What I got here is I got about 2.5 pounds of beef stew meat. I have 1 medium carrot diced up. What we'll do is we'll start sauteing the onion. It's 1 medium onion, I'm sorry. Plus I have 2 ribs of celery. I have a couple carrots diced up. And I also have rutabaga. Rutabaga is a vegetable that's kind of sweet. It's really good, especially in stew. So I got the onion sauteing in a pan, as you can see, with a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of it, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. You don't need a whole lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute that onion up a little bit. We'll add some salt and pepper to it. Like I said, you always season as you go, because you don't want to do it all at the end. You season as you go and you taste as you go. So okay, what I got there is I got the onion in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the beef stew meat to it. Like I said, about 2.5 pounds. Stir that up. As you can see, I'm turn the heat up a little bit more. So we'll get that nice and seasoned up. I also have probably about 2 cups of beef broth. Yeah, 2 cups of beef broth. And what we'll do is we'll throw that in there with it. Because, you know, something about beef stew, it's just like chili. It's going to cook for a while on the stove, about 3 or 4 hours. So I got some of the beef broth in there. Go. So I'll throw all my vegetables in there. I got my celery, carrots. I also got about a good cup of red wine, a red dry wine. Throw that in there with it too. That adds a really good flavor to it. And then add your rutabaga. Add that in there. And we're going to let this go probably for at least, I'm going to let this cook. Put a lid on it and let it cook for about 2 to 3 hours. The meat will be nice and tender. Everything will come together real nice. So we'll let that go. Put a lid on it. I'm going to bring it to a boil. And once the boil comes up, I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to let it simmer for about 2 hours. And then it's good to go. And you're good to eat it. So what we'll do is we're going to let this cook. And then I'll come back and I'll let you see what it looks like when it's all done. Alrighty? Thanks again. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, my beef stew's been cooking for about 1.5 hours, and it's done. I added some barley to it too. I added 1 cup of barley. It's probably less than a cup because I added just what was ever left over in my the box I had. So there you go. There it is. It is yummy, yummy. Serve it with some French bread. What do you think, Nick? Look pretty good? Mm-hmm. You gonna have some? Yeah. Alrighty. There we go. Easy beef stew. So you can make it anytime. You can add any kind of vegetables you want into it. But I showed you the vegetables I added, so you can add any kind. And that's a wrap. That's Cooking with Kuno. See you next week.